Down the Dustpipe. Yeah, I suppose it did. It was nice to have Bob on board playing harmonica. I think, what year was that? Do you know?
That is 1970.
1970. Yeah, fantastic. Good year. It was great. Yeah, it was the really the start of the shuffle. You know, Ice in the Sun, and as you know, Status Quo was is a great shuffle band. A lot of the songs are in that sort of shuffle mode, and which I'm pleased to say that I play very well. And then there's another drummer who plays very well shuffle, and that's Mick Fleetwood. I think there's only two of us can shuffle.
I like that. That's good. Okay. Your next album is called Dog of Two Head. Where the hell do you find a title like Dog of Two Head?
I think Dog of Two Head probably came from smoking Wonga. The Wonga came through, you know, and ridiculous things would happen, and I don't know, it could have been Bob, maybe been Francis. I don't know, Dog of Two Heads sounded great, you know. Have you ever seen a dog with two heads? I've seen some dogs in my time, but not ones with two heads. Mind you, if you drink enough, you probably can find one with two heads.
But it fails to chart.
Yeah.
And then there's a much talk in the music press that you're going to leave and or walk away from Pie Records. What's that?
We wanted to get out of the contract. I think it was quite tough, and we struggled, and I think there was, I'm sorry to say this, but there was quite a celebration when we did get out. You know, I think we wanted to move on in a different direction. I think, you know, I don't know, Pie probably wanted us to stay with what we were doing. So basically we left it more to the management side to deal with that, you know, but that's what happened.
So we're at May 1972. You do the Lincolnshire Festival, and then later in the year, having switched to Vertigo Records, they issue Paper Plane.
Yeah.
Straight ironic that the plane really is on the runway now, heading for takeoff, and his song's called Paper Plane. Tell us about that.
Paper Plane was great. That was a song that I thought was well written, well arranged, and a song that I play today with my band. And it is a very extremely good song. And what more can I say about it? You know, we flew on lots of aeroplanes, and it was onward and upward. Fame and fortune. What's it like? Fortune. I can't even spell it. I haven't seen any money. Fame and fortune opens doors. Also, it can hinder your life in a way. If you like being famous, I suppose. If you want to have a peaceful time, you don't always get it. I mean, in some hotels we were having dinner and we had to lock the doors because Quo fans would know where you're staying, and you know, you'd be eating a evening meal, and they'd come in with, could you sign these 50 albums, please? You know, when my steak and chips are getting cold, you know. That's the sort of downside, but you know, I suppose they will come and talk to you because you're in their town, you know. So it's all right. It can buy you lots of nice things. The fortune side, buy you a nice house, buy you nice cars, but also it's extremely easy to spend it very quickly. Oh, it was the days of being in hotels and more boredom. I don't know who had this. Someone had one of those cine projector things, and someone else just happened to find some film, porn film, stuck it on. Now this room was actually, we were in one of the guys' bedrooms, was very small, you know, and it was too close to the wall. And someone had a great idea: open the curtains of the window, and opposite there was, dare I say, a bombed out building. I can't wonder who bombed that. And there's a big wall, so we suggested, we got this camera, cine thing, projector rather, and turned it out the window on the wall, massive wall. Of course, there's porn going on, there's all this traffic going by and people crashing. And it was brilliant. We're sitting there watching this thinking, oh shit, the public are going down the road watching this on a wall opposite the other side of the road. And we had to quickly turn it off, but that was great.
A seriously big rock and roll band.
Yeah, Caroline. It's a great song. It's a great opener, you know, because it's that intro, that guitar riff. It's fantastic, and it's still good to hear it today. You know, I thought it was one of the great songs that the band wrote.
Tell me about the Blackie Brothers. Who were the Blackie Brothers?
They were great. They were sort of yes. What did the Blackie Brothers do? They were on the crew, and they invented this Blackie's bar, and it was in their room. After every night, you go into their room for a drink, and they make these cocktails up. Some of them are horrendous. You know, a bit of rum, bit of gin, bit of whiskey, and shake it together and drink it. And 9 times out of 10, they had like in football, the red card, the yellow card, you know, the blue card. I was thrown out more times than I could even think of, because if you misbehaved, red card, out. So I go back downstairs into the hotel bar, have a drink, then I think, right, I'll chance my luck and go back in there again. And you say, Blackie would give me a yellow caution, and yeah, you know, we just got pissed really. Nothing else to do.
Would you say at this point in time that Quo were very much a drinking band rather than a drug band?
Well, I drunk for the band. The thing is, I'm not going to say that, you know, I didn't take any drugs, a bit of a wonga now and again. But you see, I never smoked cigarettes anyway. My parents did, but I tried it when I was about 15. Made me feel quite sick. Never touched it again. And so just to take, you know, a joint and have a smoke, and sometimes it worked, it make me laugh, we'd all fall over laughing, because that's what it did to us. But yeah, I to this day, you know, I still like a drink, but I don't particularly like drugs at all.